What's up, fellas? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We got a new episode of the brUTherhood. We're back with episode 5, and we got a special guest for you. I will not tell you his name. You gotta tune in for this one. With my guy, DJ Augustin and Nick Shuley. Let's go, fellas.
Get it.
Let's go. So our special guest today in the house, we've got a man that everyone is excited about coming on the University of Texas campus. The man was the player of the year last year in his conference, as well as, I believe, the tournament MVP. We're really excited to see him play. So please welcome Max Abmas. Max, what's up, man?
Clap it up. Yeah. Hey, Max, you our first guest, so it's a pleasure having you, for real. Real talk. Real talk.
No, for sure.
We're
No
glad
pressure.
you are a Longhorn. We know about your history and what you've done at Oral Roberts. Actually, Russell Springman is the head coach now, huh?
Yeah.
But like I said, from one former Longhorn to another, welcome. We're glad you're a Longhorn, and let's do work this year, brother.
No, for sure. Appreciate that.
Yeah, Max, we just, we're going to start it off. We're going to ask you one question so far. We're going to say, what made you choose Texas, man? Out of all the schools that you were thinking about transferring to, what made you choose Texas? And how was that whole transfer portal, situation? Because I learned a lot about it this year. I didn't know too much about it. So just kind of run us through that whole scenario and how that went for you.
Yeah, man, the transfer portal was really crazy for me. I kind of knew, like, putting my name in it, I would have some interest. So I actually put my name in it, and when it worked out, I didn't even want to deal with it at first. But getting back to my phone and just seeing, like, a lot of coaches texting and calling, kind of showing their interest in me. And, for me, entering the portal, that's what you wanted to see. You want to have options. And so, I talked to, Coach Terry, talked to Bezo, man, and the relationship really started from day one. And so, building that relationship, that was, one of the big things for me was, being with a coaching staff that, I have a great relationship with, and we, saw each other on the same page. And so, coming down to Austin, getting a chance to visit, see around campus. That was actually my first time really being in Austin, even though I'm a Texas kid, which is crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
But, just it felt at home, and to be a kid from Texas and to represent the, the state at the University of Texas was just, something you couldn't turn down. And you look at just the history and, the winning tradition and just the expectation there is here to win, and that's what I want to do my last year, be in a spot where, we're expected to win and we're competing for a national championship.
That's what's up, man.
That's awesome, man. How's the transition been thus far, and kind of what are the differences you've seen, the major differences you've seen since you got here?
Yeah, the transition's been good, man. This is my first summer, really getting the whole summer working out with the team and doing some workouts, because the last couple I've been doing NBA draft stuff. But it was really good to get out down here in the summer, really meet the guys, start building that connection with them. I think that the biggest, it wasn't too big of an adjustment. I've played, a lot of college basketball over 4 years, but just kind of being around just really good players, the depth of that, being here and, the guys are, bigger, faster, more athletic, but it's not too big of an adjustment. And that sense of it, just because I've played, some high major teams before. But, I'm just excited for the year, really. And the group of guys we have, we're excited to try to bring a national championship to Austin.
Let me ask you this. What's the difference between the University of Texas and Oral Roberts? You went there your freshman year, sophomore year, your junior year, and now you're in the transfer portal and you're at the University of Texas, and different conference, different coaching staff, different style of play. What are some of the pros and cons that come with, mid-major versus, a high-level D1?
I think for the biggest thing, first of all, with mid-major is that conference play and that conference tournament just means so much, because that's your only way to the NCAA tournament, really. And so, but now being here, in a bigger conference like the Big 12, you're playing the best competition night in and night out, and that's, what NBA scouts want to see. They want to see how you compare against the best of the best. And so you got to bring your A game every night, get to be locked in every game, and have a, short memory where you're on to the next one. And so, I think also, with the team we have now, as I was saying, just the depth that we have, it's very versatile. You have guys, 1 through 15, and everybody's good, and so, just building the chemistry with them, kind of getting acclimated with each one of them, and then just being the older team, and, we're excited for the season.
And so, with y'all, building that chemistry, getting to Austin this summer, doing the workouts and stuff, and just getting to know each other, who would you say is, I wouldn't say your best friend right now, but who's your closest teammate? Who do you see yourself?
Who was your best friend in school?
My best friend.
I want to know that question. Who was your best friend? Because everybody knows who my best friend was.
We had when I was there, we had like little cliques, like small cliques, right? We had the, me, KD, Damo. That was one clique. Then we had the Dex.
Who's Damo?
Damian James.
Okay.
And Mace. Don't let me leave Mace out. My boy Mace. Yeah. Justin Mason, me, KD, Damian James. That was like our little clique. That's who we got along. We hung out together. And then, we had, Dex and Harrison and AJ Abrams, all those guys. I know how it is. Different little cliques. But we all got along, man. It was never no beef or nothing like that. We all got along. When we walked on the court, we was together. But I know how it is. I know certain guys you connect with on different levels. You're an older guy, so who's that person or those persons who you really see yourself, connecting with?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I like everybody, man. We all real cool. I think I do a lot of stuff with Caden Shedrick, the transfer from Virginia. Gotcha. We both in our first year here, and so we're kind of getting the whole Texas experience. Trying to do everything that's going on around campus. Just kind of looking at different things to do in Austin. So that's kind of been one of the guys I've hung out with the most. And then Brock Cunningham, he's the other one.
Mm-hmm.
He's perfect. Being
the mayor.
from Austin, so he knows everywhere.
The governor.
He knows every little place. So it's perfect being with him a lot too.
Yeah.
Well, and you and Gavin Perryman played in high school together, right, at Jesuit?
Yeah, we did 1 year, my senior year.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so y'all are back together.
Yeah, facts.
Man, tell me this: what was it like I know you've only had one chance to really play a game there, and obviously, a lot more coming up. But what was it like playing in the Moody Center?
Man, it was fun. I kind of like walking in. I kind of just like an NBA arena kind of feeling. Just being in there. But the corral, the student section, they come out to the games and are supporting us and real loud. And man, it's a fun atmosphere to be in. It's one of those you kind of just have to be in it to really understand and really feel it.
The Moody Center, I've yet to attend yet. I'm looking forward to it. I heard it's very a different experience versus playing in the Irwin Center where you got 18,000. The Moody Center is more intimate. It's a little bit smaller. It's high tech. Mm-hmm. They're gonna jam pack it. I heard the floor was shaking last year when they played Gonzaga. So I'm definitely looking forward to attending the game. Now I'm back in Texas. So one question I have for you: what are some of your goals and aspirations for the season? Personal goals, maybe team goals, anything, statistical, maybe a 40, 50, 90, I don't know, making first team, you just lay them out there, let the people know.
Yeah, I think for me, for one, just being as efficient as I can, I won't have to have the same scoring load that I had, being at Oral Roberts. One night it might be my night, another night it might be somebody else's. And so, the biggest thing for me too is that national championship. I want to win that, get into the tournament, and winning a couple games, and it kind of gives you a little taste of what it's like. And, I think for me, that's only made me hungrier to win more in the tournament, and get to the national championship. And, it's never been done before in Texas history. So why not be the first to do that? Yeah,
we were kind of close. We lost to Carmelo Anthony. He had 33 on me. I was talking trash to him the whole game, and he just smiled at me. We laugh about it till this day.
Him up full
I
court?
coach Carmelo in Oklahoma City. What you say?
Did you pick him up? Did you slap the ground and pull your shorts up?
Man, I was doing everything. I'm 6'4", he's 6'8". He was a freshman, I was a junior. He was just shooting over me and just laughing the whole time. You know, I'm a trash talker, so I'm trying to get underneath his skin, and that didn't work. He just gave me buckets over buckets after buckets. And actually, that was his career high that night. Guess how much he had?
What did he finish?
And at a Final Four game.
40.
33.
That's 40.
33. No, that's 40 in college. That's a lot of buckets, though.
Round it up.
But no, definitely getting to a national championship is a big aspiration. Bringing a national championship to the University of Texas, that'd be big. That puts you at the pinnacle.
Yeah, that'd be big.
That's big, and we definitely in support of that, and seeing those goals come true.
No, I was going to say something we talk about a lot on here, and obviously the game has shifted so much in college with the transfer portal, and you being someone that's experiencing that firsthand. The difference now, I think, is there's got to be such a focus on chemistry and gelling and kind of getting things together. And I know the first year that Coach Beard was here was the first year of the transfer portal, and it kind of took those guys a sec to really gel. And by the second year they were here, they were clicking. I mean, have you guys seen that, or y'all like what have you guys done to kind of gel as a team? Is that more off the court? Is it on the court? What have you seen?
I think it's a little bit of both. Kind of just doing little activities together off the court for one, but getting on the court and getting a chance to be on the court, and play 5-on-5 and get up and down with one another, and kind of just really understand kind of the spots that everybody likes, their strengths, their weaknesses, and I think from a bonding standpoint too is just we have a lot of older guys, a lot of veterans on the team, and so I think for one you just put guys together that have the same goal of, wanting to win, a Big 12 championship and a national championship. And I think that connects the guys from really day one. And then from there, it just kind of builds, over time. And, we understand that, especially, early in the season, it's going to be a lot of kind of figuring everybody out and building that chemistry and, want to be playing our best, getting into, conference and, conference tournament and then March Madness.
Yeah, I just kind of want to ask you, bro. Did you did RT talk to you and Tyrese and like who's gonna be the point guard, who's gonna be the off guard, or kind of just y'all just gonna play off each other? Like how is that gonna work?
Yeah, it's like you said. I mean, really playing off of one another, and then kind of whoever gets the ball go. Yeah. Kind of wanting to play faster. Not wanting to just slow it down. I understand that Reese can have the ball sometimes. I'll be off the ball, and he'll be on the ball. I mean, I'll be on the ball sometimes, and he'll be off the ball. And so, kind of it doesn't make us one dimensional. Where it's easier for teams to guard us. Kind of mix it up. Put them in different positions that they might not expect. And so, it'll be fun playing with Tyrese this season. And really all the guys, that backcourt duo, we understand the load that we're gonna have to carry too.
Yeah, I saw y'all when I was down there. When I was down there this summer, I saw y'all, in practice, had y'all pushing the ball, like not walking it up, just playing fast. Like, how was that, for you? Is that in your wheelhouse, and is that how you like to play? Or you rather slow it down, run offense? Like, what is that going to be for you?
For sure, I like to play fast, man. Get a lot of offensive possessions. I was a part of a lot of teams, over my last few years of some of the top scoring teams in the country. And so, playing fast, I definitely like that. And then, RT too is big on defense, and so, understanding that, especially for me, being a smaller guard and want to play at the next level, like defense is big for me. And so, with such emphasis here and, he's always on me about, making sure I'm, have a lot of ball pressure, being more of a pest, and so that's good for me too. And learning that, it's kind of like first year of being a pro in a sense.
For sure.
Talking about the NBA, who would you say is your NBA comp, your comparison, or somebody you see your game fit into that kind of niche or that kind of genre?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I kind of watch a few point guards like Curry, Trae Young, and then Damian Lillard. Those are kind of the three that I, watch a lot. Just the different things that, they're able to do to have success at the next level. I mean, you look at a guy like Curry who, everybody looks at his shooting and everything, but just his movement off the ball, the way he screens, gets teammates open, like that goes a long way. Trey, the way he plays off ball screens, getting into that floater mid-range. And then, Damian Lillard, just the mindset, the mentality he has to really go out there and kill, and then him and Curry kind of both being mid-major guys too, that mentality.
Awesome, man. Well, we won't keep you too much longer, man. But we'll leave with this. Who on the team is going to surprise everyone the most this year?
Man, I think there's a lot of expectation around like Dylan Mitchell. He's improved a whole lot. The confidence that he has now, and the way he's playing, I think he's going to be big for us. And then I think IT Horton, he's going to be good for us. A guy that can score the ball, be a spark for us. I think he'll be big and surprise people.
How's my young fella Chris Johnson doing?
He's doing good, man. He's doing good. I like Chris, man. He's good, man. He's got a lot of talent.
He's got a lot of talent.
He does.
Well, Max, you're the man. We appreciate you being the first guest on the brUTherhood, and good luck to you, man. Good luck this season, and we look forward to checking back in with you soon.
For sure, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
I forgot to ask him where he was from. I didn't do the background. I know he's a bucket, but at the same time,
Texas, baby. He's from.
Oh, he's a Texas kid.
It said on his bio he lived in the same house his entire life growing up in Rockwall.
Wow,
yeah, he's
very humble kid. I like his persona, his personality. Very laid back, and I like what he brings to this Texas basketball. Like you said, he'll be playing in the backcourt with Tyrese and Max, and the fact that he talked about defense, that he had to be a pesky guard. That's his way of getting into the league. I know he can score and do certain things, but can he play on both sides of the ball a little bit? Can he run a team? Things of that nature. I didn't want to get into all that. I didn't want to pick it apart, but at the same time, he seems like he's very focused. He knows what his mind is set on. The eyes on the prize right now, basically for him, is about winning. He knows he can get a bucket, and he wants to win at the highest level. So I definitely have a lot of empathy for that, and big shout out to Max.
Yeah, man, I was pretty blown away by you can tell he's a mature kid like that. He's super polished, really seems to have his head on straight. And I'm excited to see what he can do. And I just think he's going to bring a lot to this team, and having him is a game changer.
Yeah, you definitely need a guy like that. Just his poise, just off the court too. Like when I was down there with those guys, we'll hoop, or they'll do they'll workouts and stuff. We'll get shots up, then he'll go straight to the weight room after everybody else was leaving, going home, do whatever they was going to do. He was going to get a lift in. So you could just tell the maturity. He's going to be one of those gym rat guys who's just stay in the gym, stay in the film room, trying to get better, doing whatever it takes to, bring a championship to Austin. For sure.
Did you actually get on the court with these guys? Did you hoop, or did you just work out?
Yeah, I worked out with them maybe 3 or 4 days, got shots up and stuff. I showed them some little stuff, how I used to bust your ass. And then,
you know what the crazy part is? Since I've been in Texas, I've been hooping.
I hooped with them like a couple games, but by that time
you was rusty.
Bro, I didn't touch a ball in months, so I was like, I'm gonna sit this out. Y'all got it, bro.
I know you still do. You don't hoop. You like work out.
I just work out. I don't touch a basketball.
It's a little bit different, so your wind is kind of short right
just
now.
Basketball shape different. You know that. Even when we. Like in the summertime when we would do, our workouts 2-a-days or whatever, when you get back in the training camp, you like, damn, like just because you're not getting hit by screens, you're not playing defense in the summer, like, all those little muscles that you didn't use, they start to hit. So. Oh yeah, the first couple days in training camp, your body is so sore. Like that's why guys get in the cold plunge, they do the contrast baths and that nature, because you come back, you feel everything, like from your Achilles, your knees. It's like, man, what I've been doing all summer. Listen. But at the end of the day,
because the intensity is a little bit different. The intensity
Like I said,
is way higher.
Yeah, you working out probably by yourself, or you might hoop a little bit, but it's just different, man. I never forget. I had Stan Van Gundy in Detroit, and we started training camp. By the second day, so we had a house. The master was upstairs. I hate masters upstairs. I don't know. That's like the stupidest thing to me. So.
Well, I got a master
That's
upstairs
stupid.
now.
I can see you with a master, stupid. But anyway,
I mean, that's some East Coast thing. Like, there's no basements in Texas.
You don't have to be a basement, but at least be on the first floor is what I'm saying. Anyway, no offense to anybody got upstairs master, but
yeah, you're offending people.
I'm sorry,
bro.
I apologize.
Watch your mouth.
I had to go upstairs to the master, but I'm like, bro, every step I took was like, what is going on? Like, this shit crazy. Like, so I'll never forget that.
And did y'all go 2-a-days?
Yes, bro.
See,
we was
now
getting taped.
The game has changed.
2-a-days.
They don't do those anymore?
No, I don't know one coach. We did 2-a-days in summer league, but the game has changed. You don't do 2-a-days anymore.
Yeah, it's all about preserving.
We did like three days of 2-a-day, then one practice, and then
another 2-a-day,
then an off day.
I know. That's back in the real That's when you had a conditioning test and all that.
Man.
Tell us about this hoodie, man. What hoodie is that?
Oh, this is a Warren Lotta University of Texas hoodie. I found it. That's back is fire.
That's fire. The front fire too.
That is so fire. Where
the back? You see the back?
Yeah. Where did you get that?
You say you found it?
No. I mean, I've been following this designer. He's on Instagram. His name is Warren. Warren Lotta.
Why ain't get us one?
Lotas. Because
that's crazy.
They limit it, and I barely got one. I saw that he made a Kansas one, he made a Texas one, he made a Kentucky one. He made like 5 of them, and he dropped them. And like he makes other, he makes hoodies for like NBA, NFL. He does like collabs. When I was in Brooklyn, I got a Brooklyn hoodie that he made. So
that was sick.
Send me his stuff,
so
bro.
he dropped this Texas one, huh?
Send me his IG.
I'll send you his IG. The apparel, the merch. He does hoodies, and they're fire. Like they're fire, and it's like
good
the quality of the hoodie is.
It's the good
real.
hoodies.
It's a good hoodie. It's not one of them.
That look like an essential hoodie, right?
Not essential, yes. It's heavy like that.
Of it look like essential,
yeah.
That's what we need. That's what we'll do for the brotherhood ones. We'll make sure we get the right stock on those.
You got to get the right material. That's what it's about.
It's everything. Same with hats too.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm such a snob on hats and shirts and hoodies.
Yeah, the dad hat. You wearing a dad hat, huh?
This a trucker hat right here.
Yeah,
that's a trucker.
You got the little vents on the side.
The dads are the ones that have like no form. They just kind of like
you just throw them on.
That's what
right?
I went on the golf course.
The soccer game.
Yeah, we'll make dad hats and the.
I'm about to take some lessons.
Man, just come with me, man. Don't do that. Just come with me. You don't need lessons.
You sound like TJ. Like
that dude,
he got the master swing.
He is terrible.
Come on,
bro. TJ terrible, bro. Bro, he's terrible.
Oh man, I can't wait till he hears this one.
Yeah, I get out on the green a couple of times a week.
I play 2 times a week for sure. TJ be busy.
Really?
He with the PA, so I haven't played with him in a month or two.
Nah, the weather's nice. I'm gonna buy some clubs. I'm gonna get size for some clubs because I got them big ass hands. So, and I'm gonna go give a crack at it, man. Cause
let me know, bro.
I'm gonna have some downtime.
Let me know, bro. We go out there have a good time.
Well, I think that's a good time to say. Let's catch up on everybody up on what both of y'all are up to. I think everybody wants to know what's going on with y'all. So give us a little update.
He's freshly retired. He's done. He's cooked. He's cooked. So we'll put a fork in him.
He's golfing. He's full golf.
He's done.
I'm a golfer now,
he
bro.
is done. He's full-time dad and golfer. That's what he's doing.
Absolutely.
Facts.
And businessman.
Absolutely.
And now podcaster.
Absolutely. All of the above. But you had an eventful summer.
Yeah,
please tell us.
I mean, where do I start? Coached in the World Cup with the national team of South Sudan. We actually qualified for the Olympics, so we'll be going to the Olympics next year. Paris, yes, thank you.
No big deal. No big deal. First time ever.
Just casual. Took a new job in Houston, so now I'm no longer in Brooklyn. I'm in Houston coaching. So this has been a great situation. I'm thankful for the opportunity to come to a new team and a new developmental team, and I'm thankful. So that has happened. I got married.
Yes, sir.
I got married.
That's a bigger applause right there.
That's the biggest thing.
Props to
I got
her.
married, so me and my wife, we bought a house that I'm sitting in.
The master upstairs?
Yeah, the master's upstairs for sure. But the crazy part about it, the resale, if the master's upsell, is a little bit lower versus the master being on the ground floor. I didn't know that. I didn't care.
DJ knows his stuff.
Right. I didn't care. I just liked the house. Right, so I was like,
it's
master upstairs, downstairs.
That's what matters.
It doesn't matter. The house fits me and, my wife and, my dog. So it's a good fit. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful to being back in Texas. This is my second home. This is where I grew as a man, and, connecting with my old friends, just trying to build it up again. And glad I'm going to get to attend some University of Texas games and get to connect with some old faces and some old friends. And, life is short, man. So you got to live out your dreams and your aspirations and, have fun with it and, not take it so seriously. That's why I'm always smiling and joking because, we live an amazing life. We still here and we still here to talk about it. So.
Yes, sir.
Man, I will say that was you guys had a legendary wedding, man. That was a fun wedding.
Wow, you guys were at the wedding, so I need some feedback on the wedding. Big shout out to my wife.
Wedding was nice.
Deanna.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, Deanna did that. I know she ran the show on that. I knew she ran the show on that.
She didn't have an event planner or anything. She
no way.
She ordered the flowers. She ordered the arches.
Dude, the food was great. The drinks were top shelf. It was
that's big right there.
Everything.
Dude, the DJ was fire too. Like that was such a fun. Like the dance floor was happening.
I didn't know
it was a big party. That's what I felt like. It was supposed to be a party, not a wedding where you sit down. Now we eat. Now the best man and the maid of honor, give out. They say their speech and everybody's in their seat crossing their fingers and twiddling their fingers. No, we got on the dance floor from the start to the end. I actually added on another hour. Man. Hey, people didn't know I could spin my wheels still. I could still dance. The energy was unmatched. It was so much love in the room. Right? I used to tap dance. I did jazz. I did ballet. I did hip hop. I did African. I did every kind of dance you could think of. I've done.
That's what you went to high school for dance, wasn't it? Didn't you go to an art school for that?
Well, yeah, I had to audition to get into my school, Benjamin N. Cardoza. It was either the math and science program, the Da Vinci program. I wasn't getting in that, no sir.
Me neither.
The only way I got into this school was through the dance program, and I had to audition, and I had to put on, basically my rendition of, Rob Bass, and I kind of remember going through it, and my mom, helping me out, choreographing the steps I was gonna do. So I did it. I walked into the audition confident, smiling, and they picked me on the spot. And that's how I got into high school.
That's crazy.
And then I tried to get out of the dance program. My mom was like, nah, that's how you got into school. You're going to stay in there.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. Well, let's talk a little hoops before we get done. We don't have to talk too long since we had a good interview with Max, and now that people know we can actually get guests on the show, I think we were starting to question ourselves a little bit, but with the season tipping off tomorrow, what are you guys excited to see this year? What are you looking forward to?
I'm just excited.
I mean, go ahead, DJ.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'm just excited to see these guys come together. We've been talking about it, first couple episodes we had, I went down there to see it in person. Coach T, RT, we so excited about him being a full-time head coach, full title. So I'm just excited to see it all to come together, see these guys play, see how they gel. It's going to be an exciting season. I'm just, ready to take it all in. This is the first time I think in a while that I've been like kind of locked in on Texas basketball. Me being a player in the NBA for so long, our schedules are all over the place. So it was hard for me to catch games and follow the team. But now that I'm, like Roy said, I'm at home chilling, I'm able to lock in and really, I got a chance to know these guys, get to know them, talk to them, and I'm really invested on seeing how they do this season.
I'm excited as well. Like I said, I'm back home in the great state of Texas. Now I can really put my eyes, on these guys and kind of tune in and actually see a game. That's what I'm most excited about, to go and see a game live at the Moody Center and see RT and the new coaching staff. And I'm happy for RT. This is his first full year at the helm as the head coach, leading these young men into the battle. Just want to see, I really don't have expectations for the season saying, national championship. I just want to see how far they can take it and enjoy the show. These guys, they work hard. They're student athletes, and, they're trying to get to the dream, to the NBA. But he has a good group. He has a veteran squad, and guard play is big in the tournament. So with Max and Reese in the backcourt, it's going to be really exciting. So hopefully, we get it done, get a Big 12 championship, and hopefully compete for the national championship.
Yeah, I think I'm really excited to see these guys get their shot, and I think adding a lot of these pieces was great. And we had a lot of guys that it felt like were close on the NBA and kind of put their names in, dip their toes in a little bit, between Dylan Mitchell and Tyrese, and I think even Dylan Dessou, and some of these guys were really starting to just hit their stride. And I think this is going to be that season where you start to see these guys really come into their own. And I'm excited to see what they can do. And I think we've got a couple of the guys are banged up to start the season, so I think it's gonna take a sec for this team to gel. But I think they've got you've got a long out of conference schedule that I think will help these guys get that chance to play together, figure things out. And I'm just excited to see it. I'm excited for Rodney to have that title and actually be empowered by the school, et cetera. And I think that's exciting to me. Like, he deserves that, and I think he's gonna do a lot with it.
Well, the big thing that Max hit on was the depth. Like, he talked about this team having a lot of depth, with Dylan coming back and Tyrese coming back and Dylan Dessou coming back. Like, they do have a lot of depth, and I think they got better at that point guard position, combo position. You got more scoring. You got an older guard who's been in a frying pan. He's been in some big games. He's been in a tournament as a leader. His confidence, we know he's a bucket. We know what he does at a high level, but this is the Big 12, and I want to see what he has to offer on this stage.
And just like y'all said, some of those guys, they tested the waters. Some guys, I just believe that they know they're not coming back to school next year, so they're going to give it all they have this year. So I'm not going to say any names, but we know those guys, and they, they're going to come out and they got something to prove, and that's going to put a fire under them. And I'm excited to see that as well.
Realistically, where they were ranked 17th, AP, Associate Press. Where do you see them finishing? We're just putting out our predictions, just forecasting some predictions. What do you see these guys finishing at the end of the year? Maybe a Big 12 conference championship, top 3, Where do you see, if we're full, if we're healthy, where do you see us finishing?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if everybody stays healthy, because we've been dealing with a few injuries coming into the season. But if we get everybody together and everybody stays healthy, I say at least top 5 for sure. Top 5 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got a big roadblock in our conference of Kansas, who a lot of people have as, the top team. They have Dickinson, Hunter Dickinson, was that his name? Transfer from Michigan. And so they've got, there's some talent there, and K-State reloaded. A lot of these teams are kind of reloading. I think a lot of them are in a similar situation as us, is they're going to have to start, figuring out how to gel and how to come together. But I think honestly, the interesting thing is having Dessou and Shedrick, a little bit banged up at the start of the year is going to really test our depth against some of these teams that I think will give us a good run. And honestly, at the latter parts of the year will really benefit us having these guys getting a lot more minutes. And, if Dessou gets back to where he was, that kid's going to have a big year. And I think Shedrick adds a lot too. And I just think, the guard play is so solid. If we can get that post game going, then this team's going to be tough, and it's going to be a big tough matchup for Kansas. I mean, everybody picked Kansas to win it last year, and they won the regular season, but we won the tournament. And I think this team has that potential. I see it as a top 10 team if they can kind of do what they do.
Right. So let me ask you this question: where's the University of Houston in all this? Aren't they in the Big 12 this year?
They are. That is correct.
And so aren't they slated, number 2 maybe in the conference over UT?
I believe so. In the preseason rankings.
Yeah, so nobody's talked about the University of Texas, and Calvin Sampson has been doing it at a high level with Final Fours. They just entered the conference. They're the new kids on the block, but he's been winning, picking off all the national prowess, all the best teams in the country. And
they just quietly cruise.
Yeah, he's back in the Big 12s, coming through the side door, and he's going to shake it up. You know that. So I would say, to be honest, I would have Texas maybe at 3 or the 4 level right now. If we just kept it at that, Kansas 1, University of Houston 2, and between K-State and Texas, that's a toss-up right there.
Yeah, we got Kansas is number 1 preseason. We play at Marquette, I believe. That's what Max said. They're number 5. We got Houston's number 7, and then Coach Barnes at number 9.
Wow,
then,
Coach Barnes, where's that going to be?
I don't know if we play them this year. I gotta double check that.
No, we did a home away.
Do we play University of Houston here? Right.
Yeah, it's home and away. We play them twice.
But
we gotta be at that game, bro.
We gotta go to that.
But I think Kansas is only at this year.
Nick, when's the date of that University of Houston game?
I'm pulling it up right now. Yeah, that one's going to be. Yeah, I'll come in for that one. Let's see. To start, we got Incarnate Word, Delaware State, and then Rice at home. All of those are at home. And then we go to New York for that tournament. We play Louisville, and then we'll play UConn or Indiana. And then we got Wyoming.
LSU here too, right?
In Houston, yeah. Wyoming and Texas State at home. Then Marquette in Milwaukee. And then, let's see, Houston Christian at home. LSU at the Toyota Center. So we'll have to.
What date is that?
That is December 16th.
Gotta look at mine.
Well, if everybody's there, we may have to do an episode there. Maybe we could even get TJ Ford there.
Yeah, go to that.
Get Adam Gracely on that podcast. The real hitters.
Sure. That would be an interesting one. That's a good one. Adam Gracely.
Yeah,
talking a little about a financial freedom or finance.
Financial literacy.
I love that.
Yeah, literacy.
The Houston is February 17th. It's a Saturday.
Oh, I think that's during All-Star. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year. Yeah, we don't have Tennessee this year, but that LSU one will be interesting. But yeah, definitely two against Houston, 1 against Kansas, and that one's gonna be at Kansas. That's
Houston is number 7. Marquette is number 9.
Marquette was number 5, I believe.
5 in the country?
Yeah. So Kansas 1, Marquette 5. I was trying to see if UConn, who we could play. It said UConn or Indiana. UConn 6. And then Indiana is not ranked in the preseason. But yeah, we're technically listed as 3rd in the Big 12 to start the year. So yeah, final year of the Big 12 too.
And then we go to the SEC. Wow, it's getting crazy.
That's crazy.
Which SEC's got a lot of ranked teams this year too. They got Tennessee, they got Arkansas, Man, that's gonna be another conference at Alabama. Like, there's a lot of talent in that. Kentucky, so it's
that's crazy.
It's from frying pan to the fire.
For sure.
All right. Well, I think that's probably a good place to wrap with the season kicking off, and I think we'll get back on pretty quickly once the season starts going.
I'm glad we actually got on. It took a while. I know I was busy. I know DJ got busy. He's busy. He's watching after his kids now. So
we'll come back with the next one. We got some good guests lined up. I sent out 1,000 some texts, so we're gonna start having some more guests. But we'll get something on the books this week, and we'll be back with another. I know. Yeah, we came out with a pretty strong one. So we got to keep it moving.
Like, Max, I thought because you had Sir Jabari, right? Lined up.
He's still lined up. So we just got to make sure everybody can do it. But we'll get after that and interview him this week.
That's a good one too. Then we could pull TJ Rat looking at us on and then
someday, man. If we get big enough, maybe he'll get on the podcast.
He's too busy. He's so busy, man.
He ain't doing nothing,
he
bro.
Busy doing nothing.
He'll be in town tomorrow with his kid. So
he busy eating cheese.
He busy doing nothing, man.